Good evening, dear friends. Hello. Hello, everyone. Very good evening. बस बढ़िया. Good evening, Nirmal. Hi, Dilip. Very good evening. Thank you. Thank you, Nirmal. Thank you. What is the problem, Shoaib? Hi, Bharti. Very good evening. Yeah, I enjoyed a lot. Shoaib, what is the problem? Not able to click on Bangalore. Have you used correct XPath? Hi, Kalyan. Good evening. Yes, Suhaib. You have used correct XPath. Sure. Have you used, have you put some synchronization there? Hi, Naveen. Good evening. Synchronization. Okay. Just copy paste that 3 lines of the code. Here I will change. Hi, Aditya. Good evening. Here you have used the wrong condition. Here you have used wrong condition, Suhaib. What is the condition? Element is not clickable. Element visibility of element. You have to use the condition visibility of element. Element is already there. Element is clickable, but that will get visible after couple of seconds. That's why you have to use the not element to be clickable. You have to use the condition visibility of element located. Use that method. Wrongly, you have used wrong method. Hi, Mega. Good evening. Good evening, Akshay. Hi, Rahul. Very good evening. Today we are going to cover about table, multiple window handling, and uh, alerts. That's great, Rahul. That's really great. We'll discuss that, Aditya. We'll discuss that. Yes. All right. So, guys, once again, good evening, all of you. So, my dear friends, what we discussed in the last session, if you remember, what we discussed in the last session, correct, synchronization. Can anyone tell me what is mean by synchronization? Yes, guys. Execution of the statement with delay, not expected. This definition is not expected. Correct. It is a process of adjusting the speed of tool. Correct. Correct. It is adjusting the speed of tool with the speed of application. Correct. We can manage the speed of operation as well. Correct. So when I'm talking about synchronization, so it is the process of adjusting the speed of tool with the speed of application. Wow, that's great. Good one. Okay. Which are the 5 methods of synchronization? Correct. First one is the thread dot sleep, implicit wait. Second one is the implicit wait. Correct. Thread dot sleep, implicit wait. Correct. Explicit wait, fluent wait. Correct. Fourth one is the fluent wait. And last one, page load timer. Correct. Page load timer. What is the intention of thread dot sleep? What thread dot sleep does? Correct. It takes a mandatory delay for that specified milliseconds. Correct. It waits for a particular single statement. It waits for that particular particular method, particular statement for specified number of milliseconds. Correct. And it is applicable to the single statement only. Correct. It is the Java method. It is a concept of Java, actually. Correct. Okay. Then the same are the limitations. Correct, guys? These are the advantages. These are the advantages. It takes a mandatory delay for a specified statement. Correct? These are the advantages. Same are the disadvantages. Why? Why? Because I'm not expecting a mandatory delay. Suppose the method get or that particular control is getting visible in just 2 seconds, and I have specified 5 seconds ka delay, then we are wasting 3 seconds ka time, right? And it is, if my script is lengthy, then I have to use that thread dot sleep for multiple times in the script. Correct? So that is the disadvantage. So to overcome that, one method is introduced. What was that? Implicit wait. Correct. Implicit wait. What are the characteristics of implicit wait? The first one is it doesn't take mandatory delay. Correct. Correct. It doesn't take mandatory delay. And second one is it doesn't take, it is applicable throughout the script. Correct. It is applicable throughout the script. You have to write it only once, and you can use it for any number of statements there. Correct. It will be applicable to every statement, and it doesn't take the mandatory delay. Correct. Write it only once. Okay. Next. Um, Explicit wait. Purposely I'm going to explain with example of this, not complete example. How do you know that which website we have to use the synchronization? Like FB, we don't need the synchronization. That comes with the practice, that comes with trial and error. There is no hard and fast rule how I can identify that this website expects a synchronization. There is no rule. It it comes with the trial and error. Okay. Explicit wait. What is the explicit wait? Correct. So there I can specify some condition. I can specify some condition. There might possible that, okay, purpose I'm going to explain this assignment. I'm going to explain this assignment number 20. Not complete assignment, just the starting part of that. A22, red bus, explicit way. Purpose I'm going to explain that part. Only starting part like this only. So here what I'm expecting, after, suppose if I will run this code, if I will run this code as it is, what is going to happen? Obviously, I will get exception on selecting that city, correct? If I want to select that particular city, I will get the exception. Okay, unfortunately, it is giving exception at this level. Okay, I will try to run it once again. Sometimes this control is not getting visible in time as well. It's okay. Okay, it entered KOLH, but it is not clicking on the Kolhapur. Why? Because it is taking some time. So there one solution is very simple. What you can do, you can use driver dot manage dot timeouts dot implicitly wait duration dot off seconds 10. Correct? It will work for each and every line. This will work for each and every line. But the problem is I'm not supposed to wait for the complete script. When I'm using implicit wait, that implicit wait is applicable for the complete script. And I don't want to use that implicit or that wait for entire script. Rather, I want to use for one specific statement. So like here. So in that, and one more thing is, I'm looking for some condition. I have to wait. But up to what? Up to what? I have to wait up to this control get visible. I have to wait until this control get visible. In that case, or one more situation, if you remember, I explained that example. So here, I has to wait. I have to wait here. But suppose, for example, I don't know for how much time I have to wait. I don't know. Fortunately, they have given. Okay, I have to wait for 10 seconds. But just for imagination, I don't know up to what time I have to wait. How much time I have to wait. I don't know. So in that case situation, I know the condition. What is my condition? I have to wait till this control get enabled. So there is a condition and I need to apply for that single statement. In such a situation, I can use explicit wait. So what I have to do? I have to first create object of web driver wait. Correct? Let's say wait is equal to new web driver wait. I have to give the web driver ka object and then duration. Duration dot off seconds. Let's say I will say 10. It is up to you. And then what I have to do? I have to wait until, what is my condition here, guys? What is my condition? I have to wait until this control get visible. Visible, not clickable. Here the condition, I have to wait until the control get visible. So what I will do? I will use like this. Wait dot until What is my condition? Expected conditions. Expected conditions. What is my condition? Dot visibility of element located. See here, this is the method. Visibility of element located by dot xpath. Let me copy this xpath. I'll put this xpath here. And then once the control is visible, what is the next action I have to take? Dot click, simply call dot click method. Correct? Go ahead, Sangeeta. Right? Let me try to run this. Is it okay? Does it click on Kolhapur? Here, even suppose if I will not use implicit wait, sometimes it wait for this statement. Sometimes. Yes, it wait till that control get loaded. Control get loaded, it click. Is it okay? So that is about explicit wait. Correct? Next. What was the next? Fluent wait. What is fluent wait? Sangeeta, I am waiting for your doubt, huh? What is fluent wait? I'm getting different expert in different web browser. You are okay. Sorry, I didn't read that completely. I read only first line. It means that you are wrongly inspecting the control. It is not expected. It is not expected. You might be inspecting wrong controls. Because XPath of every control is always the same. In any one of the browser, XPath will be always same. Okay. Yes, guys. Next, we were discussing about XPath. Sorry, fluent wait. What is fluent wait? Guys, what is fluent wait? Right? No one is answering. Am I audible, guys? Fluent wait is a type of, correct. It is a next version of explicit wait, correct? No. Shilpa, no. It is not for dynamic web element. I never said that. I never said that it is for dynamic web element. How to click on plus icon in the app? Which app? Which app? Where is that app? Tell me that first. Then I will able to tell you. Take the XPath of that. If you want to click on some plus button, suppose for example, if I go to OHRM, here is no, I think no, there is no that button. So here is this add button plus. Just simply take a XPath, inspect it, inspect that control, take a XPath, and then dot click method. That's it. Simple. Okay. So fluent wait is the next level of WebDriver wait or explicit wait. The only additional thing is most welcome. Only additional thing is, apart from fluent weight, sorry, explicit weight. Apart from explicit weight, what is additional? Correct. You are able to handle the exceptions as well. Correct. You are able to handle the exceptions as well. Suppose I'm expecting some exception. So I will tell that, wait, if you are getting this exception, means like this. If you remember, so here where we use that fluent weight, here. So what we did, I'm telling that, wait, up to what? This particular time. But meanwhile, if you are getting no such element exception, it's okay. Wait, don't throw the exception. If you are getting no such element exception, wait, don't throw the exception. But if you are getting any another exception, if you are getting any another exception other than no such element exception, then don't wait, simply throw the exception. Okay, pooling every, here what I'm telling in the pooling every, I'm telling that after every millisecond, after every millisecond, go and check whether the control is there or not. That is the pooling every, and until is the same condition that we are going to use there. Is it okay, guys? Any queries in synchronization? Okay, has anyone tried with this example? Yes, guys. Anyone tried this example? Are you getting the output? Are you getting the output? Wow, that's great. If you are getting the output, it stuck on the email. No, it never stuck there. It never stuck there. So here, someone was asking one question. Let me tell you. Aditya was asking one question. So I'm going to tell the answer of that question. So Aditya's question was, which is the common method? No, not Aditya. Sorry, not Aditya. Who was asking that question? Aditya was asking the same question. Sir, among from four weights, which is the commonly used? Okay, I'm going to give the answer of that. Okay, wait, guys. So, what is this assignment number? 16, 19. Okay. So, let me create new class A19 link assignment. So, this is the website. Okay. What is the first step? It never stuck there. For the time being, I will use implicit weight here. Now, in future, whenever you are writing any code, it is best practice to put implicit weight ka code there. No problem. Driver dot manage dot timeouts dot implicitly weight duration dot off seconds 10. Okay. So what is my first step? First step, I'm supposed to click on this forgot password. Let me inspect this. This is not a link. This is not a link, correct? So it is something like this. So I will take a XPath of this. Don't put the entire code. Driver dot find element by dot XPath. dot click. Okay. Where is your code to display? Where is your code to display that message? Mega. Where is your code to display that message? So first you clicked on this. Okay. Then you entered email ID. Correct? You entered email ID. So driver dot find element by dot id dot send keys. Let's say mega at the rate gmail dot. Correct? Then what we are supposed to do? We are supposed to click on this reset password. Correct? Let me inspect this reset password. Okay, it is having button, but class is there. I never believe on the class. Let me copy the XPath. Driver dot find element by dot XPath dot click. Correct? And then what is the expected? I'm supposed to get this message. Correct? So let me inspect this control. You have not written the code for this. Have you written code for this? So this is having some ID reset success, right? What I will do, driver dot find element by dot ID reset success dot get text. Correct, guys? Is my code right? And what I'm supposed to do, I'm supposed to display this. Correct? So I will put all this in sysout. Correct. Right? Right? Let me try to close this. See, it will execute the code. It will execute the code without any error, without any exception. But it is not going to display any message. What is this? Again, same thing you have did. Why you are using element to be clickable here? Suhaib, why you have used element to be clickable? Element to be clickable. Where we are supposed to use element to be clickable? When you are supposed to use element to be clickable, in this situation, you can use element to be clickable. But here, no. Here we are not waiting for that control to be clickable, right? Okay, let's see what is the problem. Aditya, you will get the answer of your question. What is the problem? Let's see. So here I will put something like this. Message and something like this. Okay. I'm trying to display one text as a message and then I want to display that actual message. So let me run this and see what happens. Can you see? It is trying to execute this particular statement. It is trying to execute this particular statement, but it is not displaying that actual text. Correct, guys? Correct, guys? It is not displaying that text. What is the problem? Okay, okay. It is not displaying the text, that is okay. But even it is not displaying the error, no exception. Is it? See, normally what happens if the control is not there, then I'm getting the exception. Am I getting any exception on this? No. I'm not getting any exception, but still I'm not getting the okay message. Let me show you something. Let me show something. Let me no, not necessary. I'm purposely I'm commenting this driver dot close. Purposely I'm commenting this. Logic is wrong. Your logic is wrong, Suhail. See here. Message is actually getting displayed here. Message is getting displayed. Am I right, guys? Message is getting displayed. Correct? But I'm not getting the message here. Why? Why? What is the reason? So reason is very simple. Reason is very simple. My dear friends, if I will show you, see here, guys. Just observe very carefully. Okay. My dear friends, which was our control? Which was our control? Reset success. Correct? Correct? Reset success was our control. Let me check something. Let me inspect this. Let me inspect this and let me find for this reset success. Ah, can you see here, guys? Can you see here, guys? The control is here. The control is here already. See, is it displaying anything here? Are you getting anything here? Wait. Are you getting anything here, that message? No. But the control is there. The control is already in this DOM. If you will expand this, you will be able to see this message as well. But the thing is that control get visible after couple of seconds. Control is there in the DOM. The control is already there on the DOM. But the problem is that control will get visible after couple of seconds. Now you will ask me the question, sir, already we have used divert dot implicit wait. We have used implicit wait. What implicit wait is going to do? What implicit wait is going to do? Implicit wait is going to just check whether the control is there or not. The control is already there. Control is already there. The problem is it is not visible. So one simple way is just put thread dot sleep for couple of seconds. Okay. I'm putting thread dot sleep for 2 seconds. See, now if you can see, am I getting this message now? Yes. Why I was not getting exception? Because control is there in the DOM, but it get visible after couple of seconds. That's why I have to use thread dot sleep. So there is no hard and fast rule that which synchronization method I have to use. Depending on the situation, you have to think about the synchronization. Someone was, okay, I think Aditya was asking again one question. Sir, how I can recognize, how I can identify which synchronization, or how I can how we do know that in which website we have to use the synchronization. So we have to use this trial and error. Is it okay? Everyone got this? Yeah. It is always suggested that use implicit wait in every code. It is suggested that always use implicit wait there. Is this part clear, guys? Good. Chalo. Guys, one small point which I forgot to explain in the earlier session when we were discussing about this point, checkboxes. Sorry, not this. At that time, what we did, we displayed the status of everything. Suppose if I will execute this script, one small point is remaining there. I would like to explain that. So here here, if I will check the output, what it is saying, guys? Selected false, enable true, visible true. Which selected is false? Does I know? How I can know as an end user? How I can know which is the selected, which is the enabled, which is the visible? Correct? Are you getting the point? How I would come to know? Right? Right? So in that case, I just want to show कि milk is selected, milk is enabled, milk is visible, something like that. In that case, can I use dot get text method here like this? P dot get text. So I think that this should display the text. Correct, guys? This should display the text like milk selected, milk enabled, milk visible. Right? And see what happens. It is selecting. That's good. But if I will go here, still I'm not getting any output here. I'm not getting any output here. Why? Why? Because, my dear friends, this is not the text on that content. Whatever you can see here, if I'll inspect this, see this. Can you see any text or inner text like that? No. In that case, you will be not able to get that text. But if you can see, I'm having one attribute called as value. Can you see? Here is one attribute called as value, and that value contains the exactly text which I'm expecting. Right? See here, value milk, value butter, value cheese. So question is, can I get this value? And the answer is yes, with the help of a method called as get attribute. Get attribute, or even you can call get DOM attribute. Get DOM attribute is the method which is launched in the latest version of Selenium. And which is the attribute we are expecting? Value. Simply use this value attribute. See here. What I want to get a value of this value attribute. What is the meaning of this? I want to get a value of this value attribute. So here what I can do, I will put all the sections. So this get attribute or get DOM attribute. So that will give you value of any one of the attribute of the control. Three values are there which it will read one by one. See here, milk, milk, butter, one by one. It will read the value for milk, then butter, then cheese. Is it okay, guys? Get attribute. If you are not getting the text of any control using the dot get text method, you can call this method. No, I don't have menu. If you're having any problem, you can ask me about that particular assignment. Which method? Yes, obviously, I'm going to. Yes. Get attribute. Returns the value of any attribute of the control. And the return type is string. Is it okay? Fine. I'm going to give you one more, or rather two assignments. This is a very lengthy assignment. Take your own time. Okay, this one on Orange HRM. It gives you clear cut description of this. Don't worry. This is on Orange HRM. This is for Orange HRM. Okay. This is the assignment related to Orange HRM. It's very lengthy. If you will go through this, you will be able to understand this. Okay. Fine. Okay. Here, let's try this. If you are facing any problem, I will be there. Okay. Is it okay, guys? Can we proceed to the next concept? Good. Chalo. Now the next concept that we are going to understand is, okay, let me go first on rediff.com. If I go to rediff.com, then on rediff.com, I have to go to this money tab. Okay, sometimes you get this one, such a notification. I think I told you that on that day. If you want to disable such a notification, what you have to do in Chrome options, you have to add, whether I told that or not, in headless browser, let me tell you. Okay, in headless browser like this, here you have to add one more option, op dot add arguments, and just put hyphen disable hyphen notifications bus. So what this will do, this will disable the notifications in your on your web page. If you are getting such a notifications, okay, then just pass this one parameter, it will get disabled. Okay, fine. If I'll go on money tab, and then if I will go on, here is one link called as more losers or more gainers. So let me take more gainers. If I'll go on more gainers, okay. Can you see, guys, what this is? Correct. This is something we call it as a table. We call it as a table. My dear friends, now we are going to understand. Yes, Somnath, any query? As you raise the hand, one more hand is there. Priya, any query? Vishnu Priya, any query? As you have raised the hand. Okay, so this is something we can call it as a table. Correct? This is a table. Now we are supposed to handle this table. My dear friends, handling the table is a pure game of expert, nothing great. Literally, trust me, nothing great. It is a pure game of expert. What we are supposed to do? Now here your expert knowledge will get. Okay, fine. You have raised the hand, that's why I asked you. So here what I want to do, first I want to display all these headers. Okay, first one is display all headers. Then suppose I want to display, it's okay, no problem. Then I want to display the total number of rows here. Can you see here? There are n number of rows. Even I can count. So I want to display total number of rows. I want to display total number of rows. Then I want to display any row. Yes, Mandar, any query, any row randomly. Mandar, any query? Mandar Shanbhag, as you have raised the hand. Okay. So I want to display any row randomly, any row. This row. I want to display any one of the row from this random. Is it okay? So these are the operations that we are supposed to do. Okay. Purposely, I will use this link directly. So 25, 26, 26, 20, table. As I said, this is the pure game of expert. Not necessary. Just observe. Just observe. Now, guys, from this, it is always a good practice to use implicit wait here. Okay. Always be a practice to use implicit wait in any code. Right? Chalo. What is my first step, guys? First step is I'm supposed to read all these headers. Now, my simple question, how I can find out all these 6 controls? So answer is obviously correct, XPath. So simply, how I can find out XPath of all these control? Okay, let me inspect this first. Might possible you can use by dot tag name. Might possible you can use by dot tag name. But the problem is, what is a tag name? Here you can see tag name is th. Tag name is th. But for imagination, suppose if we are having such a some multiple controls, some more controls. Suppose here is one table. Imagine there could be one more table on this page. Let me show you. Suppose here I will go. So if you can see here, here is one more table. This is one table. This is one more table. So there are 3 tables. And every table is having some header. Every table is having some header. So here I cannot use by dot tag name. Correct? I cannot use by dot tag name. So what I can do? Simple. I can take a XPath. I can take a XPath. Do you remember how to find out XPath of all these controls? I told you. So simple step. Take a XPath of any one control. एकच minute. Guys, just 1 second. Okay. So first what you need to do, you need to take a XPath of any one of the control of this, because I want to find out these 6 control. Can you see here? Just observe my screen. If I'm hovering the control, hovering the mouse, then can you see? It is highlighting all these 6 controls. So let me take XPath of all these one of the control from this. And if I will paste this XPath, see what it is saying. What it is saying? It is saying table T head TR TH. Correct? TH of 4. What it is saying, guys? TH of 4. My dear friends, can anyone tell me what is mean by TH of 4? What is the meaning of TH of 4? Whenever I'm getting here TH of 4, what it means? Correct. It is fourth control or fourth index, right? It is highlighting to the fourth control or fourth index element, right? Am I expecting only fourth control? Am I expecting only fourth control? No. Am I expecting only specific control? No. Then what I have to do, guys? Tell me. We need all, correct. We need all. Star. What is that star? What I can do here? I'm expecting XPath of take all index. How to take all index? Correct. We should just remove that of 4. Correct. We should remove this of 4. Now, if you can see here, can you see? Is it highlighting all 6 controls? Can you see here, guys? Right? Are you getting this point, guys? Everyone? So let me take this XPath. And which is the method I have to call in my script, guys? Which is the method I have to call now? Driver dot find elements. Correct. And obviously I have to take a list of web element. Let's say headers is equal to driver dot find elements by dot XPath. Correct. Is it okay, guys? Now what I can do? I can use for loop. So for web element h from headers sys out h dot get text. I can put driver dot close. Before executing, you have to save, obviously. Nothing more. Yes, can you see here? Can you see here? It is displaying all the 6 controls, right? Let me explain you once again. Let me explain you once again. What I am expecting, I want XPath of all these 6 controls. Correct? I want XPath of all these 6 controls. What is the first step? Take a XPath of any one of control. So inspect this, anyone, this one. Then I will copy the XPath, hit Control F. Now, if you can see here what it is telling me TH of 6. Now, TH of 6 means it is highlighting only 6th control. Am I expecting only 6th control? No. Am I expecting only 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st? No. I'm expecting all. So what I have to do? Simply remove this 6 and bracket. So it means it will give you XPath of all the controls. Is it okay, guys? Everyone? Everyone? Fine? Chalo. Moving to next part. What next I'm expecting? I want to display I want to display total number of rows here. I want to display total number of rows here. How I can take a XPath of all the rows? Now here is the very big problem. You have to do some trial error. So what I will do, I cannot find the XPath of exactly row. How I can find out x path of exact row? Not possible. So what you have to do? Simply right click, inspect, take a x path of any one of the element from that. Any one of the elements. So let me copy this. See now, what it is telling, guys? What it is telling? Can you see this? Element from any row. Take a x path of element from any row. So it is telling me that it is the third TD tag from the second TR. Am I expecting TD? TD means, okay, let me tell you this. I think most of you may be not aware about this. Okay, TD. TD stands for table data, means this contains. This contains TD, table data. TH stands for table header. TR stands for table row. TH, TR and TD. TR stands for table row. TD stands for table data. And TH stands for table header. So it is telling me that third table data. Am I expecting any table data? Any TD? Am I expecting any TD? No. So what I will do? I will remove this TD. Now see what it is telling me. Can you see this? What it is telling me? It is telling me second row. It is telling me second row. Am I expecting only second row? No. What I'm expecting? I'm expecting all rows. What I have to do now? Tell me. What I have to do now? Correct. Remove that. Not only two, along with the square bracket. Wow. Can you see now here, guys? Now it is showing me 249 rows. Correct. I'm getting list of all 249 rows. Let's copy this X path. And then what I have to do here? Obviously, I have to take list of wave element. Let's say rows is equal to driver dot find elements by dot X path. And then simply, okay, now I want to show how many rows are there. How I can show how many rows are there, guys? Correct. Size method. This out. Total rows, not get size, only size, plus rows dot size. Correct? So this will give me total number of rows from that. Yes, can you see here? Now I'm getting this. Okay, one very important point. One very important point to be noted. May possible if you execute this same script tomorrow. If you'll execute the same script tomorrow, might possible you will get total number of rows count different. Okay. And because this in my earlier batch, I was getting 400 something like that. So it differs. It differs. Right? Is it okay? Getting this, everyone? Everyone getting this, guys? Now, next point. Next point. What I'm supposed to do? Okay. Actually, we are supposed to display one random row. Random row. But for the time being, I don't want to show random row. For example, suppose I want to show, let's say, okay, here is, okay, let's say this Godrej consumer product. Suppose I want to display this row, Godrej consumer product. How I can show this row, guys? Any guess? How I can show only this row? Godrej consumer products, whatever. I want to show this entire row. Okay. Okay. One is saying just take a X path of this particular row and you can display. Okay. That is one answer. Okay. Any another answer? What add value? Correct. Correct, Rahul. Means partially right. Partially. Where I have to add value, Bharti? I'm not expecting that specific. Not expecting that means. Okay, let me tell in some another way. So one answer says that take a XPath of this row and display. But my dear friends, have you observed one thing? What this object contains? What this object contains? Not wave elements. I'm not expecting wave elements. What actually that object, rows object, what that rows object, that list contains? Even not expecting this answer. Rows, correct. Correct. It contains all these rows, na guys? Am I right? Am I right? This rows of what this rows object contains? This rows object contains list of all these rows, na? Am I right, guys? Huh? Now suppose if I want to display this 0, you mean company? No, no. We have taken the XPath of this entire row. Have you observed that? Just wait. What is this? What this contains? This contains the row index of, sorry, that entire row, not a specific company name. Complete row. Correct? So here I can use the index of this here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Suppose here I will try to display like this. Sys out rows dot get 6 dot get text. Then what will happen, guys? What will happen? It will show me that 6th row, na? Means 7th row. Correct? Is it displaying? Is it displaying that specific row? Correct, guys? है ना? है ना? But I'm not expecting always this company. Sometimes I want to display this 6th row, means 7th row. Sometimes I want to display 16th row. Sometimes I want to display 60th row. Sometimes I need to display 200th row, right? 100th row, whatever. So you mean value of index? How value of index could be dynamic, Anushka? How value of index could be dynamic? How you can say? See, this is the index, na? So 0, 1, 2, 3, the index will be same. I'm not getting your question. I didn't get you where when you said we need different rules. Means, okay, wait. Let me unmute you. Let me unmute you. Please ask your question. I unmuted you. Ask your question. First, unmute yourself.
Hello, sir. I'm audible.
Yeah, you are.
Sir, can you just repeat what you said after we talked about the seventh row in general? You said that we require different rows, right? The value of different rows.
See,
मतलब after that I couldn't catch you. मतलब मुझे लगा the value of index should be dynamic or what you were specifying
no.
generally.
Try to understand. Try to understand what I want to say. Try to understand what I want to say. Right now, what I showed, what I displayed this Godrej consumer product. Okay. Next time I want to display, let's say this ICICI Prudential. Means I'm not looking for the company. I'm not
Okay.
looking for the company. I want to, right now what I did, I displayed this 7th row. Okay.
Yeah.
Here, suppose, for example, suppose this is crate limited, CAT limited. Now I want to display this. I don't know what is the index. Suppose this is the, let's say,
Okay. I got
69th index.
Okay. I got it.
So now I want to display this. Next time, suppose I want to display this, let's say, Trent limited. Suppose this is the index 100. So not always I'm not expecting to display a specific index. Randomly, any should get displayed.
Okay.
Are you getting the point now?
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to display any index, any value randomly,
Okay.
right? So that is what my expectation. Is it okay now?
Yeah, sir.
Fine. Good. Now, so so every time is it possible that I will make change here? Suppose here I will make 100. Means what it is going to do? It is going to display the 101th row. Correct, guys? 101th row. 101st, sorry, not 1th. 101st. So this is going to display 101st. Suppose here I will say, let's say 89. So what this will do? This will display 19th row. Correct, guys? So I don't want to put the value like here. Like what I did right now. I entered this value. I don't want to use this value. So here what my expectation is, I want to give the values randomly. In that case, what I can do? Are you familiar with one of the concept in Java called as random class? Does anyone know about this random class? Have you heard about that? Okay, fine. Let me create one class. Random name. I hope everyone has. You can use scanner as well. Scanner is bit different. Here I'm not using any scanner. Okay, I guess you all might have played the game called as Ludo. In Ludo, what happens? That dice gives you a different value every time. Does it having any logic behind that? Does it having any logic behind that? No. No. There is no logic behind that. Every time you will get a random value. So how I can generate such a random value? So there is a class in Java, random RND is equal to new random. I have to create object of this random class. And suppose I want any value in the range of 0 to, let's say, 5. 0 to 5. What I can do? Integer, let's say I is equal to RND dot next integer, and here I will say 6. Here I will say 6. 6. Then what it means? It will generate any random value in the range of 0 to 5. 6 is exclusive, 0 is inclusive, right? Suppose if I will display this, sys out I, if I'll run this, yes, Ayushi, correct. Now I'm getting 0. Let me run this once again. 1, 1, 5, 4, 5. Randomly, any value you will get in the range of 0 to 5. 6 is exclusive. Correct? Am I right, guys? So I can use the same technique here. I can use the same technique here to generate any random number. So what I want to generate any random number in the range of 0. Correct? Why? Why? Because index starting with the 0. Correct? Index starting with 0. And guys, tell me what is the index of your last number? Last in row. That is 249. So what I can do? I can write like this. Let's say random RND is equal to new random. And how I can get the number? Let's say integer I is equal to RND dot next integer. And bound I have to tell. What bound I can tell? Rows dot size. Correct? And simply put that instead of this, put that I here. Correct? Now you will get any row randomly. Correct, guys? Is it okay? So here what will be the index of last row, guys? I'm getting now force motor. What will be the index of index? Index. I'm asking about index. Yes, 248. 248 will be the index of last element, and it is going to generate the value in the range of 0 to 248. Correct? है ना? Right, guys? Is it okay? Is it okay, everyone? Now, someone said me that, sir, take a XPath of this particular row. Take a XPath of. Can we write 248? Are you sure that every time you will be having 248 rows? Ayushi, are you confident? You can. Suppose you write 248. Suppose, I don't think so. Sweb, I don't think so. We have to use it somewhere. Suppose you have written 248 there or 249 there, and suppose there are only let's say 20 rows. Only 20 rows. Will your code work, Ayushi, in that case? Suppose where I need to check 300, or can we, or we should not. Suppose where I need to check 300, or can we, or we should not. Means I'm not getting your question. I'm not getting your question. So that is what I'm telling. That is what I'm telling. So here, instead of putting the hard-coded number, you don't know how many rows are there. Basically, you don't know how many rows are there. So instead of putting that hard-coded value, just put the size. So that will help you to find out the size, and it will take you. Are you getting my point, or should I unmute you? Fine. Okay. Someone said that just take a XPath of that particular row like this. Suppose I want, let's say 10th row. So I can write like this, no? I can write like this. Correct? Correct? I can write like this. So here I can write like this as well, na? So sysout, can I write like this? See here, guys. Let me keep it here. Sysout driver dot find element by dot XPath. So this is the XPath, and I have to take a get text. But I have to give some indexing here. Correct, guys? Correct, guys? What it will do? It will show me 10th row. Am I right? Am I right, guys? This will show me the 10th row. Am I right, guys? What is the 10th row here? Which is the 10th row? So this is Metropolis Healthcare. Metropolis Healthcare. Let's see whether I'm getting that or not. Someone has put something in the QA. If it is urgent, put it in the chat box. Otherwise, I will open it at the end. Okay, I'm getting this. Here I'm getting something different. Obviously, some indexing will be there. Now, can I display this? Can I use this random number here? Instead of this 10, I want to display the random number. Is it possible? What do you think? Can I use this I here? Correct. I can't. I correct. Because this I is the text. This I is the text and which you have put in the double quote. So here you will get some no such element exception or something like that. Most probably no such element exception. What it is doing? Yes. If you can see, you are getting here no such element exception. Because when you are putting any variable in double quote, when you are putting any variable in double quote, it means it is just a text. I don't want it as a text. I want to represent the value of that variable. So what I have to do, I can write like this, see, plus something like this. Now this will work. Now this will work. Let me see what happens. Again, there is one problem. There is one problem with this. If you can see the output, okay, once it is showing Apollo for first means for this rows dot get I, it is showing Apollo. For this one, it is showing gland pharma. Let us check where is that Apollo. Apollo, what is Apollo that? Apollo tires. Okay, here is the Apollo tires and here is the gland pharma. What is the, is it compulsory to write in XPath or we can execute? No, I'm just going to show you. We can write like this as well. Can you see here? Once for first I'm getting Apollo tire and for second I'm getting this gland pharma. What could be the reason? Guys, what could be the reason? Can anyone guess? Random number? No. Why it is showing then Apollo? If random number is the problem, then why it is showing Apollo? Answer is very simple, guys. Answer is very simple. Okay, suppose this is the, let's say this is the 10th row. This is the 10th row. What is the index? What is the index in list? What is the index in the list? 9. Correct? Index of this is 9. And what is the XPath index of this? XPath index. What is the XPath index of Apollo tires? Correct. Are you getting the point? The index in the list is 9 and index in XPath is 10. That is the problem. So here you have to put I plus 1 because that index starts with 1 and this index starts with 0. Right? Purposely I'm explaining this because I'm going to give you one assignment related to this. Yes, can you see? Now you will be getting the same rows. Is it okay, guys? Yeah, sure. Sure, Ayushi. Correct. Yes, Ayushi.
So sir, I have a question like, how can we know like which index do we know use? Like sometime we are using index value with the 0 and somewhere we are using with a 1. So
Listen to that.
particularly,
Ask. Go ahead.
okay. So particularly when we are going to check the index value, so basically we are taking from the 0. It will start from 0 to n number, right?
Hmm.
But in some scenario, we are going to check like we have to start the index value via 1. Then how can we,
The answer
how
is
do
very
we
simple.
understand that?
Answer is very simple. If you are
Where we
reading
are
the
getting this
value,
scenario.
yeah, I got it. Whenever you are reading the value via index from list,
Okay.
array, है ना? Then always that index starts with 0.
0.
But when we are dealing with XPath, when you are
Then
dealing with
index value
XPath,
start with 1.
index starts with 1.
Okay. So
Hmm.
do we have any scenario like we can start index value from like random number, or
No.
it will be constant like 0 or 1?
It will be constant. Always index from list starts with 0. Index
0.
from XPath starts with 1. That is the
Okay.
by default.
Okay. Then by default, it will be same for the CSS selector and the randoms locator
For
also.
CSS selector, we are not using index.
Okay.
For
On
CSS
what
selector,
about the locator? Like if we have to check any index error, where you there?
if you are
If any scenario comes up.
that is what I'm saying. If you want to inspect any control using its index, then only way is you can use XPath.
Okay.
You can't inspect any control using CSS selector by index.
Okay, so total the conclusion is like if I want to go with the index, wherever this scenario will come, I'll go with the XPath only,
Yes.
not any other locator, right?
No.
Okay, and whenever I want to check in the list, I'll go with the 0 index value.
0.
Okay, fine.
Always
Okay,
index
got it.
starts with 0.
Okay, and
Okay.
that is by default.
Yes, by default. By default,
Okay.
index starts with 0.
Okay, okay, sure, sure. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay. Oh. That's great question. That's great question. I'm not getting your question, Suhaib. Simple answer in Java index starts from 0. Yes, correct. Correct question. Suhaib, I'm not getting your question. Krishna, thank you for this message. Okay. Is it okay, guys? Everyone? Chalo. Let me give you couple of assignments. Now it is not necessary to explain the assignments, but one assignment I have to explain. One assignment, okay, rather let me explain both the assignments. Suppose if I will open, sorry, web tables. What you need to do here on this page, what you need to do, first click on add button, then enter your name, whatever, first name, last name, then email ID, then your age, then salary, okay, and then department, let's say testing, and click on submit button. Once you click on submit button, you will get this record here. Now what you are supposed to do, after adding this record, you are supposed to delete this record. You are supposed to delete this record. But before deleting the record, make sure that you are supposed to click on the same delete button in the same row. Means you are supposed to find out. You are supposed to find out the index of this Vrushali, this row. Index of this row, and use this technique. Use this technique to click on that button. Okay. That is first assignment. Second assignment is here. This is IPL table. IPL table. I don't know, point table. What you are supposed to do here? You are supposed to display the name of the team. Okay. Then this all these values N, W, whatever. Here you are getting N, W, N, W, L, W, N, L, 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 whatever. Okay. and then you are supposed to display the count of every element, like total number of n here, total number of n 1, W3, L 1, here n 1, L 4, W 0, here W 6, 5 W, 0 N 0 L, like that. Is it okay? This is one more assignment. One more assignment. You should do that. You should do that. Okay, one more is the same, this table. This okay. Oh God. The same table. Here you are supposed to display the highest current price from this. Okay, before that you are supposed to display all company names. Only company name, only company name. This is a pure game of expert, nothing great. This Jaiprakash Power When, what this Arino Pro Solutions, Relaxo Footwear. So just this company name, not all text, just company name. And second part is read all this current price and find out which is the highest from that. Even I have given one tip here. I have given a tip here. Read all current prices and display the highest price. Read all current prices, store in an array, then sort an array so that you will get the highest price. I have given the hint for this. Okay. These are the 3 assignments I have given for now. Okay. Fine. Chalo, guys. Moving to the next. What is the index of, sorry, what is the count of today's lecture? Has anyone counted? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7. Today is the 8th lecture, no? Yes, okay. What method? You have to write. There is no any method for that. There is no any method that you can count that. You have to write the code for that. You have to write the code. Here, Aditya is asking, what is a method that I can use to count NWL? There is no method. You have to count it, man. You have to write some code and you have to count it. Java. Yes, you have to write the Java code. Fine. Chalo, guys, moving to next part. Okay. Let me take you on Naukri.com. We're supposed to complete 2 more concepts for today. Then only we'll be in the time. Okay. And suppose I want to click on this, let's say supply chain management, whatever. Supply chain management. So if I click on this supply chain management, whatever. Can you see what happened, guys, here? Can you see what happened? See here, if I click on this supply chain, what happened? Have you observed? Correct. It opened in a new, you can call it as a new tab or new window. Correct, guys? Correct. So when sometimes whenever you are clicking on some link, it might get opened in the new window or new tab. Okay, so how we can handle this? So I have to switch from one window to another window. Who asked this question in the first, third or fourth lecture? Someone asked me this question, sir. I search something on the Google and then I want to, Vrishali. So now you will get the answer. Right? So how I can switch from one window to another window? That is the concept for today's session. Okay, what is the index? 26, 27. D27 handling the windows. My dear friends, as I told you, it is always a good practice from today itself to add implicit weight after every statement in every code. It is good practice. Okay. So what is the link? I hope everyone knows this link. So what I have to do? First, I have to array. Okay. What is the next step? Okay. One more type of XPath I'm going to tell you, guys. Supply chain. Here I want to click on this supply chain. My dear friends, if I will refresh this page, you can see. Can you see? Can you see any supply chain here? No. It is getting invisible, or it is somewhere at some another location. It's there. Where it is? Ah, yes. Now it is here. So it is changing its location. It is changing its location. So how I can use that? In that case, I have to suppose if I will take a XPath. If I'll take a XPath, then the problem will be it is changing the location. So in that case, I can use one more type of XPath, that is something called as contains text. Contains text. So what I want any control whose name is span, and that control contains the supply chain. I want any control whose tag name is span, and that should contain the supply chain. So how I can write a XPath for that? See, // What is the tag name? Span. Inside the square bracket, no @ here. Just write a function called as contains. 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 It is a function. It is a function. Inside that function, you have to pass one parameter, text. That is again a function. Text, and then comma. What is the text you are expecting? Supply chain. Is it okay? So what I'm asking to find a control whose tag name is span, and that tag name contains a text called as supply chain. Okay. I will use this. Even you can use this for your reference. Okay, so what I will do, driver.find element by .xpath dot. Right now, once I click on that, see, it is opening a new window. And just have a look, guys. What is the title of my first page? Title of first page is jobs, recruitment, job search, employment, job vacancies, blah blah blah. And what is the title of my second page? Supply chain jobs 2000 supply chain opening, something like that. Okay. Now, guys, let me do one thing. After clicking on that link, let me try to display the title. Sysout title plus driver.get title, and see what happens. The problem is. No, that is not a problem. I'm getting element click intercepted exception. I'm getting, is that control is here on the page? Unfortunately, control is gayab, but I will be getting element click. Okay, no such element exception. Okay, instead of that, what is the fixed one? Remote is fixed one. I guess remote is fixed one. We will use remote. but still I will be getting element click intercepted exception. So I guess I have to keep this demo aside. Yes, I'll be getting element click intercepted exception. Okay. So to understand element click intercepted exception, no, it is, I'm not saying like that. I'm not saying like that, but it is not getting visible. Means it is not, yes, wait, I'm explaining that. It is always there. I think it is always there, Rahul. I guess it is always there. Okay, fine. My dear friends, I'm getting one error. Can you see? I'm getting one error. What is the error I'm getting? Element click intercepted exception. Element click intercepted exception. Guys, if I will run this code once again, see, you will be getting again same element click intercepted exception. Can you see here? Element click. My very simple question to all of you. Can you see that remote control here? Means not that remote control. Can you see that remote wala control here on this page? Manually, I'm asking manually. Can you see that remote option here on this page? Yes, it is there. It is there. Now my second question, can you click on that control manually? Can you click on that control manually? Right now. How? How? Can I click here on this remote? How I can click on this remote? How I can click on this remote? Are you getting my point, my dear friends? Not necessary. Are you getting my point? Guys, are you getting my point? Can you click on that remote manually right now? The page is in front of you. The page is in front of you. My very simple question, can you click on that remote manually? How? Bharti, that is what I'm asking. How you can click on that? I'm asking right now. How you can select? How you can select, Bharti? Don't tell me scroll. Don't tell me the scrolling. Can I click now? That is what my question is. I'm talking about click, Trupti. I'm talking about click. So the answer is no. Answer is no. What I have to do? Why? Why? Because that control is hidden by this particular sum control. Can you see here? Can you see? That control is hidden by this control. Now my question is, some pop-up. My question is, suppose if I will go on this page, I was able to click on this. Am I right, guys? Although the control was far down, but still I was able to click there. But why not here? Why not here? The answer is this particular control is hidden. The control is hidden by some another control. This control is hidden by some another control. That's why we are not able to click on that. Even manually we can't. So what I have to do? I have to scroll this page. Correct? I have to scroll this page. So how I can scroll the page? In that case, Selenium has given you one very interesting concept called as JavaScript executor. JavaScript executor. What is JavaScript executor? specific. There are three main options, the three main purpose of JavaScript executor. First, I'm going to explain. This is an interface which is used for number one, scrolling the page, maybe vertically or horizontally. First use. First use is that we are going to understand in this session, how we can scroll the page. Right? As I said, it is an interface. So we can't create object. So we have to create a reference. How I can create a reference? Simple. JavaScript executor. Let me create object JS. But as I said, we cannot create object. So what I have to do is equal to, I have to store this driver object in this JavaScript executor. I have to store this driver object in this JavaScript executor. Now I'm getting error. Why I'm getting error? My dear friends, tell me, what is the data type of JS? What is the data type of JS? How come JavaScript? How come string? Nirmal? How the data type is string? Tell me what is the data type of this int? Sorry. What is the data type of this number? How comes wave element? Tell me what is the data type of number? How and why? How you recognize that? How you recognize that the data type of this is int? Because we have declared the variable like this, na, integer number 1. Hai na? Then what is the data type of this JS? Obviously JavaScript executor. What is the data type of JS? It is JavaScript executor because we have declared like this, right? And what is the data type of driver? What is the data type of driver? It's a web driver. Correct. It's a web driver. Now the very simple question, how we can store web driver object in the JavaScript executor object? Directly we can't. So what I have to do? I have to use something called as correct typecasting. So like this, I have to use the typecasting, or even I need not to type it. Just hover the mouse. How comes list? Trupti, how comes list? What is the type of JS? It's JavaScript executor. What is the type of web driver? It is a web driver. What is the role of list here? So here you will get option called as add cast. So it will automatically cast. Is it okay? Fine. Now I have to call a very simple method of JavaScript executor. What is that? JS dot execute script. There are three methods. One is execute async script. Avoid it. There is one more method, execute script and execute script. One is accepting some different number of parameters. Okay, so here I will use this first one, means this one. And there is a hard-coded predefined parameter. What is that? Inside double quote, put that parameter, window, W-I-N-D-O-W, dot scroll by, S-C-R-O-L-L-B capital, by. Okay, here, are we supposed to scroll it horizontally or vertically? In this case, how you are going to scroll? Horizontally or vertically? Vertically. Vertically. Correct? Correct. So first parameter should be 0. Means are you scrolling it horizontally? No. So 0. And how you are scrolling horizontally? Let me give 100. There is no hard and fast rule for this. This is 100 pixels. You have to do some trial error. Okay. And here put these arguments as blank. But that's it. So what this will do? This will scroll the window, browser window. vertically by 100 pixels. Right? See. Okay, 100 is not working. I scrolled. If you have seen that, it scrolled bit, but still it is 100 not working. Let me increase something. Let me increase by 300. Here you have to do some trial error. No excuse. Wow. Can you see? It scrolled. Okay, purposely. Array, Hidayat, people are not understanding this part. If I will show that into view method, let me let first try to understand this part. Okay, purposely what I am doing, purposely I will, that is not for you. For the time being, that is not for you. See here. First, I will show you whether it is scrolling or not. See here. ये क्या हुआ? Okay, let me try to run this once again. Yes, can you see? Did it scroll? Did it scroll? Now you can click there. And now see the problem. Now see the problem. What is the title you are expecting there after clicking on that remote? What is the title you are expecting? This one, na? Remote jobs. Correct, guys? Correct, guys? But see what is the title you are getting? What is the title you are getting? You are getting the title of first page. First page. Am I right? Correct? You are getting title of first page. Again, if you can see, you are on the second page. You are on the second page. Actually, you are on the second page, but you are getting the, again, if you will call get current URL, you will get the same. You will get the URL of the earlier window. Suppose if I will show this out, driver.get. Wait, don't guess anything, guys. Don't guess anything. You can't use any explicit wait, implicit wait, fluent wait, thread.sleep, page load timeout, nothing. So here, if you can see, what is the title? What is the URL you are getting? The URL of the first page, correct? So why this is happening, guys? Why this is happening? Because physically, you have switched to the next page. Physically, you have switched to the next page, but practically, Selenium is still on the first page. That is why you are getting the title of first page. Are you getting my point? Are you getting my point? Physically, you can see in the browser, you can see the second page. In browser, you can see the second page. Correct? But you can see the second page, but still Selenium is on the first page. So what we have to do? We have to take Selenium on the second page. We have to take Selenium on the second page. And how I can take Selenium on the second page? Very simple. Very simple. There is a method called as driver.switch2.window. And here I need to pass ID of that second window. We need to pass ID of the second window. Now the question is how I can get the ID of this second window. or even how I can get the ID of first window. How I can get the ID? So to get the ID of whatever windows are open, Selenium has given you one method, WebDrivers method, and the name of method is getWindowHandles. Okay, one invalid selector exception. Element click intercepted exception. What is the purpose? The element you are trying to click is hidden by some another function. Okay, use exe. So the method which you are trying to understand, get window handles. Get window handles. Yes. Yes, Anushka. So what get window handles method give you? Get handle method will returns the IDs of the windows. Those are opened by WebDriver. And very interestingly, the return type of this is set of string. The return type is set of string. Why set? Why set? Because set doesn't allow duplicates. Set doesn't allow duplicate. That's why set. Okay. That's why no list. List allows duplicates. So set doesn't allow duplicate. That's why it returns set. Okay. So before calling this method, let me call get driver dot get window handles method. Can you see the return type is set? Let me store it in the set of string. Let's say username is Windows easy. Set, it is from java.util. There are two set. There are two set. One is from 0mq.z star. Huh? org.0mq.z star. No, we are supposed to use java.util. Okay. Just for curiosity, I will try to display this. Just for curiosity. Windows. Yes, can you see? So these are the IDs of both the windows. These are dynamic, always will get changed. Now my very simple question, how I can read this first value and second value? Because here for driver.switch2.window, I have to pass this value. This is the ID of first window and this is the ID of second window. Now how I can read this first value and second value? Tell me guys. Can I call get method or index method here? Are getText is the method of web element, Nirmal. Is it web element? Is it web element? This is not a web element, na? This is okay. So, my dear friends, if you remember, set is unordered collection. You know? Set is unordered collection. So you cannot use indexing there. You cannot use indexing. Can I use indexing like this? Array. What sort will give you? Windows.get. Can you see? No method. Or Windows of 0? No. You will get error here. You know? Correct. Correct. So in that situation, I have to use something called as iterator. 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 What is iterator? Iterator is interface in Java which is used to iterate. Iterator is an interface which is used to iterate or read elements one by one from collection, especially from set. Okay, so iterator of string. Let's say I'll give the name as itr is equal to windows dot iterator. Again, I have to import this iterator, which is again from java dot. So it is again from java dot util. This one iterator java dot util. Okay, everyone got this iterator? Iterator, via iterator, you can iterate the elements over the set. And then iterator is having a method called, this is the Java concept. I'm not teaching you Java. So here what I have to use, there is a method called as, let's say string win1 is equal to itr dot next is the method. So what next will do? Don't know. So this will read first element. First time, when you are calling this for first time, it will return, actually not read. It will return first element. Okay. Then I will create one more variable, string win2. What this will do? This will iterate dot next. So this will return you second element. Just for curiosity, I will try to display both win1 and sysout win2. Just for curiosity. Displaying these IDs are absolutely not required. It doesn't require to display the IDs. Okay, so this is the first ID. Can you see here? Same. And the second. Is it okay, guys? So this is about how we can iterate over the fine. It's not necessary to display this. I have displayed it just for curiosity. Now what I want to do, I want to switch to the second window. So which is the second window? Win2. Win2 is the ID of second window. Correct. So now this will switch to the second window. And now let me try to display the title of that. So now it means that now practically you will be on the second page. Okay, I'm not getting the title. Why? Because I have to put some weight here. Let me put a thread.sleep for 2 seconds. Because it doesn't get loaded immediately. Wow. Can you see this? Now practically we are on the second page. Am I right? Is it okay, guys? Everyone? How we can, if we open same link multiple times, is the window? No. ID for every window will be different. Suppose if you click once again here, one more window is getting open, but the ID of this window will be different. ID of this window will be different. Okay. Fine. Fine. Now, suppose I want to click on this work from office. Suppose. Right now I am on the second page. Right now I am on the second page. So now I will be able to, able to click on this. So let me take a XPath of this. Okay, so this is, okay, this is the control. So let me take a XPath. See, it is not an input. It is not an input tag. So it is some another type of control. So what I will do here, driver.findElement by.xpath dot click. So it will click on that checkbox. Yes. Can you see? Can you see, guys? It clicked on this work from office. Okay. Now suppose I want to go back to my first window. So if in case we need to do the same operation on the first window, that is what I'm telling. That is what I'm telling. If I want to go back, no. Then again call the same method, driver.switch to, correct? Back is not there. Here back will not use. When we can use back? See, right now I'm on this page. Can I click back? How driver.navigate you can use here? Simple, no? Megha, Rahul, and Shilpa are giving the answer. Navigate.back. Anushka, tell. Wait, I'm giving your answer. So now I want to go back to the because we are not in the like this. Suppose here I clicked on this. Again, it is opening some new window. Okay, let me check. Okay, now I'm on this page. Now I can click back. Right? But here you can't go back, right? So you have to again call the same method, which driver dot switch to dot window. Which one? Again, I need to switch to Win1. So now it will be on Windows 1. See here. Can you see? Now it switched to the first window. It switched to the first window. Suppose I want to click on this login. Just for imagination, I want to click on this login. Right now I'm on the, why it is not displaying the title? I have to increase some weight. Okay. So it is switch. Okay. Again, here I will put some thread.sleep before clicking to the earlier window. And now what I want to click on that login. So here is the login. So let me inspect this. Okay, this is link. So I can use link text, the driver dot find element by dot link text. And again, I will put some thread.sleep. Purposely, I'm used thread.sleep for 5 seconds. So first it will click on work from office. It will wait for 5 seconds. Then it will go back to the original page, first page. Then it will click on the login. Correct? Is it okay, guys? Everyone, how I can switch from one page to another page? Now next question. Now my next question to all of you. Next question. Suppose if I will call driver.close, what will happen? Will it close both the windows or something like that? Correct. It will close only first window or current window. Rather, I can say, see here. Now here I am on the first window. No. Driver dot close will close the current window. Driver dot close. Okay, wait for 1 minute. Driver dot switch to dot window will switch from one window to another. Pass ID of second window, or I will say another window. The parameter. Okay, happy? So here if I will call driver dot close, so obviously driver dot close is going to close the current window. It will not close both the windows. See, right now I'm on the first window, so it will close the first window. Means at the end. I'm right now on the current window. So see here, it will close only that first window. Second window is opened as it is. Second window is as it is. So how I can close that? How I can close that? So driver dot close method will close the current browser window. Current browser window, correct. So in that case, someone asked me this question in the first lecture. Sir, what is the difference between driver dot close and driver dot quit? So here is a method, quit. Wait. Let me check. Quit. So what quit will do? Quit will close all the browser windows. Those are opened by current WebDriver object. Line number 42. So this is the XPath of this control. This one, work from office. If I want to open next new window, last line, once we go back to the first window, can we add new string win3? Are you is if it is opening some another window, you can call it, Sangeeta. Suppose unfortunately, if you were if you have, means not unfortunately, suppose you have 3 windows open. Anyhow, suppose you have 3 windows open, you can call again, once again, you can call dot get window handles method, and you have to read all these 3 windows. Okay, Sangeeta? So driver dot close, sorry, quit will close all the browser. But will it click the earlier windows? No. It will close only those windows, those are opened by this current object. If some windows are there which were opened earlier and those were not closed, so driver dot quit will not close those windows. Okay, does it close both the windows? Is it okay, guys? Clear this, how we can handle multiple windows? Fine. Good. Moving to the next concept. Actually, this will, right now I don't have any assignment for this. Thank God. Okay, suppose I'm on this page. We have to complete all this course in 19 sessions, Kalyan. You can't say enough for today. I'm on this page. And suppose if I will click on this, click me, still 10 minutes are there. we can start this concept. Actually, we are supposed to complete this concept, but it's okay. If I will click on this click me button, see what happens. What happened? I'm getting something like this. What it is? Correct. It is known as alert. It is known as alert. How to identify? Two, 3 points are there. 2 or 3 points are there. Guys, let me once again take you on Rediff.com. Here you were getting something, na? You were getting something here. What that was? That was alert? No. That was not an alert. Unfortunately I closed that. You know, deny. Huh? That was not an alert. How to identify if this is an alert or not? Point number one. Point number one. If alert is present, you cannot perform any operation on the page. Can you see? Can I click anywhere in this page? No. Can I click anywhere in this page? No. First. Second, can I inspect this OK button or anything on this page? No. You have to do this acknowledgement, correct? Unless and until you are not handling this, you cannot proceed further. Correct? So 3 points. One, generally it don't have close button. Generally it don't have close button. Second, you cannot perform any operation on the page. And third, you cannot inspect. You cannot inspect it. If such things are there, then you can say that is an alert. And we are going to understand how to handle these alerts. Alerts are number one, those are not having close button. Okay. Those are not inspectable. Those are not able to inspect. I think this word is wrong. Inspectable. INSPE. Inspect. Inspectable is not. Those are not able to inspect. Okay. And you cannot perform any operation on the page while alert is placed. Okay. Fine. Now, if you want to handle alert in Selenium, if you want to handle alert in Selenium, then Selenium has given you one interface. Selenium has given you one interface called as alerts. Alerts. So Selenium has interface called as alerts to handle alerts. If you want to handle any alert, then there is one interface called as alert, not alerts. Alert. Alert is an interface. Okay. So let's see how we can handle alert. 27, 28. So what is the website? Demotv.com. Purposely I have taken this example. Huh? Purposely I have taken this example. Otherwise, the best example to explain, easy example is rediff.com. Take me on rediff.com. Here is the sign in button. Enter some username. Don't enter password. Click on the login button. You will get alert. You can handle. But purposely, there are some tricks. That's why I'm taking this example. Because I want that every of my students should be perfect in Selenium. That's why. All right. So what is the first step I have to do? I have to click on this control. So let me inspect this control. Okay, it is having ID alert button. So driver dot find element by dot ID dot click. Correct. Then once you click on this button, you will get this alert. You will get this alert. So first step is you need to switch to that alert. First step is you need to switch to that alert. Then only you can perform the operations on that alert. Right? So in that case, you have to call a method. You have to call a method called as, the first method is driver dot switch to dot alert. What this is going to do? So this will switch to an alert. Unless and until you are not switching on the alert, you will be not able to perform any operation on that. So first step, you have to switch to that alert. But before that, you have to create object of that alert interface. So alert, it is interface. How I can recognize that this is interface and this is class? Does anyone know the technique? How I can recognize this is interface, this is class? So answer is very simple. Hover the mouse on that alert. What it is showing? I. Hover the mouse on edge driver. C. Web driver. I means that is interface. By somewhere. By is the class. Right? So what I have to do? First step, I have to switch to that alert. How? Alt is equal to driver dot switch to dot alert. Plus it will switch on that alert. Then what I want? I want to get a text on that control. That particular control is having some text. What is the text on that control? You click. So here it is not possible that I can inspect this and then driver dot find element and that. No, that is not possible. In that case, again, Selenium has given you a method called as get text. Get text. Same method is there. So this will returns the text on alert, especially for alert. Return type is string. So now I can call the method like this, sysout alt dot get text. Right? Then what I want to do? I want to click on this OK button. Can I inspect? No. Right now I'm on the alert. Right now I'm on the alert. So what I can do? I can simply call a method called as dot accept. Accept is the method. What this will do? This will click on OK button. If your alert is having OK button, don't ask me immediately, sir, what if I'm having cancel button? I'm going to tell that as well, but wait. So alt dot accept. So what this is going to do? This will click on OK button. Right? Then I will put driver dot close. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Can anyone tell me what happened? Some problem is there. I'm getting element click intercepted exception. Yes. ये क्या हुआ? Correct. I have to scroll. Why? Why I have to scroll, guys, here? Why? Thread dot sleep. Why we have to use thread dot sleep, Rahul? Because the element is hidden by this advertisement. Can you see here is one advertisement? And my dear friends, we cannot handle this advertisement. We cannot, Rahul. So, Anushka is saying, sir, all developers should be fired. Those are so bad. If all developers are fired, then what we will do? What we will test? So here what I have to do? I have to scroll this page. So before clicking in on this alert button, I have to scroll this. How? JavaScript. Again, use JavaScript executor JS is equal to driver. Okay, just 2 minutes. Huh? I know it's late, 1 minute late, but just wait. Then what I will do, I will scroll this page. Same code, JS dot execute script, window dot scroll, B capital by 0, comma, I will say, let's say 200. No hard and fast rule. You have to do some trial and error there. Okay, let me try to run this. Sometimes it doesn't require. Okay, can you see here? It clicked there. It scroll. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me remove this driver.close so that you will able to see the actual execution. And here I will put, again, here I will put some thread.c so that you will get that alert visible, alert displayed, and then the text on that and all. Every time that control need not to be scrolled. Huh? Sometimes you have to scroll, sometimes you need not. Is it okay? Done, guys? Fine. Chalo. Before we should start, this is for alert. Okay, not now, not now. So here I will stop the session for today. Guys, sorry, I took 3 minutes late. Let me raise the poll as well as QA. Thank you, guys. You told that you tell another trick for expert. Which another trick for expert? Anonymous attendee. As per the schedule, we have to complete the safe learning of resources. DevOps on July 8th. Can we start now or need? Yeah, you can start. You need not to understand DevOps much more depth. Right now, the knowledge of right now the knowledge of Selenium is enough that you can start with the DevOps if required. Anonymous attendee, what is your query? You told that you tell another trick for expert. One trick I told here. One trick I already told here using contains text method. Uh, might possible in some another sessions I will tell you some of the another methods of XPath like sibling XPath. Basically what is meant by sibling? General dictionary meaning. Sibling. Ah, the most dangerous enemy in our in our home. है ना? Okay, can we create XPath and using AND operator? And where you are going to use AND operator? We'll see. We'll try. In DevOps, I go through first recording. It is asking to create a Maven project. Oh, then you have to wait. You have to wait. How to find hidden elements? For example, Priya, for example, which hidden elements? So sibling means sharing the same parent. So where I have to use it, let me tell you. Let me tell you where I have to use it. Suppose I'll go to on this. And can you see here are so many companies here. Huh? But if I try to read companies, I'm always getting all the companies. I'm getting all the companies. Suppose I want to display the companies only before this tourism finance, only before tourism finance, or only after tourism finance, something like that. In that case, I can use sibling. If time permits, in the last session, we will discuss that. Very rare situation, but you have to use. Might possibly in the last session, we will discuss that. Remind me. Keep these points somewhere noted. Ki, sir, you are going to tell these points. Huh? Ah, that was the problem, na, today's session. So someone is saying today's session was fast. Where you thought that today's session was fast, my dear friend? Where you thought that today's session was fast? Why you didn't tell me at the same point? Why you didn't tell me at the same point that I was fast? Now what I can do, tell me. Even in the last session, someone said that session was fast. Tell me at the same moment, no, sir, session is going bit fast. Please be slow. I can reduce my speed. It's okay. Sir, what is the exception mean? Element not interactable exception. Okay, very good question. Now this is that's what I call a performance. Mega. I know. Everyone is comfortable. Guys, put the polls. Only 48%, 49% has given the poll. Okay. Element not interactable exception. I will show you the live example. I will show you the live example. Here, where I can show. Suppose there is some control. Okay, suppose this is the control. Let me take, okay, suppose this is the control, click me. And instead of calling dot click method, suppose I will say like this, driver dot find element by dot id alert button dot send keys. Can I perform these operations on this control? Mega. Can I perform dot send keys operation on that control? No. So there you will get element not interactable exception. Means you are not able to whatever operation you are trying to do, that operation is not supported for that control. Something like that. Okay, it is saying no alert. Okay, okay, that is no alert. Okay, unfortunately, what it did, it entered some keyword there. So you are trying to perform some operations that are not supposed to perform on that control. In that case, you will get element not interactable exception. Or suppose this is the control and I want to do dot send keys on this. If I will try dot send keys on this. Somewhere here, suppose. Private dot find element, pi dot expand dot send. Can you see element not interactable exception? Okay. Is it all right, guys? Chalo. So here we'll stop for the day. Thank you, guys. Bye bye. Good night. Take care. Sweet dreams. One personal question. One personal question. Is anyone here from Rajasthan? No? Okay, fine. Okay, guys, fine. Thank you. Bye bye. Good night. Take care. Sweet dreams. See you tomorrow. Means not tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Correct, na? On Wednesday. Chalo. Bye.